Hello campers and RVers. Tonight I'm going to talk about why I decided to purchase a travel trailer versus a Class A, Class B, Class C, a cab over camper, or a fifth wheel, or a van. That's another one people buy a lot. So why did I purchase a travel trailer? Well, a lot of reasons. I thought about it. I went through each of the different classes of RVs that I could purchase. And number one, I wanted a travel trailer because the first reason is because of the setup. I wanted to be able to go to a campsite, set up my campsite, and if I needed to run into town, or if I wanted to go explore somewhere, or run to a museum, or go visit friends, or maybe go and check out a restaurant in the town that I was visiting, I didn't want to have to pack up my entire site, put everything away, then go and then come back and set everything back up. It just didn't make sense to me. So that was basically a no-brainer. The setup was huge. Being able to set everything up, leave it, go do what you want to do, and then come back was just, like I said, a no-brainer. The other is, I didn't want to maintain two engines, and it becomes down to a very large expense to be able to maintain the engine in your RV, and then also maintain the engine in your personal vehicle that you use to travel around with. And that can be very expensive depending on how much money you have to spend on this. It just was not an option for me. So, and it wasn't something that I wanted to do, to take two vehicles in to have them serviced and all that stuff, oil changes, you know, tires, all that stuff. I just didn't want to deal with that. So the other reason is that I didn't choose like a van was because it was too small for me. When I started RVing, when I purchased this travel trailer, I had two West Highland White Terriers and myself, and they're not big dogs, they're small dogs. And unfortunately, I lost one of them almost a year ago, which is incredibly upsetting. But anyways, too small, way too small for two dogs and myself. So to have a van, it just wasn't going to work out for me. Class C's, going to bed at night and having to crawl up a little ladder and then get up into a space that's maybe like this big or something. I have claustrophobia, and I've been up in those things as a kid, and that didn't work for me either. It was very, very claustrophobic to crawl up in there and you know, try to go to sleep. And also, I need to get up through the night to use the bathroom, so that wasn't going to work for me, coming down a ladder and all. So Class C wasn't going to work. The van wasn't going to work. That was just incredibly too small. And as I outlined in my requirements for an Airstream, I wanted to have a full bathroom with a full shower, toilet, sink, dinette, bed. With a van, you don't have that. You got to come in and make all that stuff up. You don't have a full shower. You don't have the toilet and the sink all in a nice little cozy room and stuff like that in a dinette. Whereas I have that in a travel trailer. It just wasn't going to work for my personal reasons. The other item is it costs a lot to drive those Class C's, Class A's. They take a lot of gas. I mean, you don't ever see them passing up a gas station. So, I mean, they just cost a lot of money to drive those. That wasn't something I was willing to spend my money on. Travel trailers get a bad rap. I'm not sure why. You see a lot of people at campsites pull in, and they're very hesitant to, especially women. You don't see too many with travel trailers, and I'm not sure exactly why they get a bad rap. hooking up a travel trailer is very easy. That's like the easiest part of RVing, is hooking up a travel trailer. To me, the hardest part is packing food and packing clothes. That to me is the biggest pain, is packing food. I hate that part about RVing, is getting all of the food and what are you going to eat and this and that and the other. I guess that's one of the reasons I resort to potatoes, because it's so easy. But travel trailers get a bad rap. I'm not sure why, but it is easy to hook them up. I've showed you that in previous videos. It takes actually minutes to do, and I'm just not sure why they do get a bad rap. The other thing is, travel trailers are very easy to drive. When I picked up my Airstream at the dealership, the last part of the day was spent on, I should say the last 30 minutes of the day was spent on, oh, this is how you hook up the travel trailer and this is how you drive it down the road. And I was definitely nervous. That to me was, wow, I had never done this before. You know, taking this big, very expensive travel trailer and attaching it to my truck and driving it down the road. I've never done that before. And the gentleman that was the person that's showing me what to do, he said, it's like driving a truck. It's the same thing. You're driving your truck. It's just something you're pulling behind. And that is so true. And I always remember that when I get into sticky situations where I get a little nervous. You're just driving your truck and you're pulling something behind it. So it's not difficult at all to drive a travel trailer, I should say to pull a travel trailer. So those are some of the reasons why I chose to buy a travel trailer versus a Class A, Class B, the fifth wheel, or the van. Very happy with my decision, and I hope this is maybe helpful to somebody out there that might be considering a travel trailer. It was the best choice for me. I'm happy with it. I hope this was helpful, and thanks so much for watching.